34 days. That's how much time I have to relearn Spanish. The plan, move to Medellin and soak up the language non-stop. Technically, I'm a native speaker. My parents are both from Buenaventura, Colombia, and I spent every summer as a kid in Cali and Buenaventura with my grandma. In fact, Spanish is my first language. I didn't speak English until I was 4, but around 10, I decided I didn't want to talk in Spanish anymore. Now, at 29, I really wish I hadn't stopped. My saving grace is that my mom has only spoken to me in Spanish my entire life, so I understand it perfectly. It's the confidence in speaking that trips me up. I'm not exactly a no sabo kid, but I'm nowhere near as fluent as I want to be. So here I am, my first week in Medellin, to prove it's never too late to restart. I'm going to my first day of Spanish classes. I'm really excited. Let's see how this goes. It is about 10 minutes away from me. It's 1:42 and I'm going at 2. So I'm gonna call my Uber soon because I'm sure I have to probably do some type of check-in thing, and let's see how this goes. Knowing I only had 34 days in Medellin, I wanted a very intense and personalized lesson plan. So I opted for private classes, 2 hours a day from Monday to Friday, which totaled 10 hours a week.
Entonces, hace parte de lo que en inglés conocemos como el simple past. Especialmente es un pasado muy específico en el que queremos hablar de acciones recientes o de acciones de una fecha.
For the first hour, my teacher Veronica and I spoke entirely in Spanish, and during the second hour, she taught me the grammar rules and helped me to apply them.
Dame un ejemplo de una acción específica.
Hoy tomé clases de español. I'm not gonna hold y'all, my first class was a humbling experience. Even though Spanish is technically my first language and I understand it just as well as English, I've noticed I often form responses in English and try to convert them word for word into Spanish, which sets me up for a ton of mistakes. By the end of class, my brain was just so exhausted, so of course I treated myself to dinner at one of my favorite restaurants as a congrats to myself for, doing hard things and celebrating what I said I would do. Like what? I really moved to Medellin. I needed a few dresses altered because I'm heading to the Black Travel Summit next week and I'm up for 2 awards. I stayed up to 2 a.m. trying to find a tailor, and I'm so happy I found Don Jose. He was super sweet and did an amazing job making sure everything fit perfectly. Plus, chatting with him in Spanish was a great way to practice. I paid about $52 for 2 dresses and 2 pairs of pants, and everything was ready in just 4 days. Now, let's go get humbled in Spanish class.
Sí, y ganamos el jueves, Thirsty Thursday.
Okay.
So, jueves, how do you say thirsty?
Tengo
sed. Jueves de sed de jueves, I don't know.
El jueves sediento.
Sediento. El jueves sediento.
Ok. En español, imagino que es en más lugares, no creo que solo en Colombia, pero al menos aquí decimos que es jueves.
Jueves.
Como una combinación de jueves y viernes.
Jueves.
Ah, hoy es jueves, vámonos de fiesta.
That's cute.
Entonces, el Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday.
Perfecto.
If you've been following me on Instagram, you already know I ended up switching teachers. It wasn't that Veronica was bad, she's actually amazing, but I needed to talk about specific topics that she simply couldn't relate to. Since my travel content focuses on Black communities and Black history throughout Latin America, having an Afro-Colombian teacher was essential. I needed someone to teach me slang, discuss Black issues, and share more Afro-Colombian culture. My goal with taking Spanish classes is to be able to do interviews in Spanish, do a lot of my documentary work and content in Spanish as well, research in Spanish, just a lot of things. So enter Marianne, who's from El Choco, and she's an absolute badass. You'll definitely see more of her in the upcoming episodes. I still recommend Veronica and the Valley Spanish School, especially if you're a beginner. But yeah, say your goodbyes because you won't be seeing her past this vlog.
See, I be struggling, child. I be struggling. These guys are too fast.
Estoy súper enguayabada.
There are very few things that will keep me up till 3:30 in the morning, and an event by Origin and Culture is one of those few things. See, I'm not the biggest partier these days, but the Black on Black party was exactly what I needed to wrap up my first week in Medellin. The vibe was unmatched, and I got to see one of my favorite Afro-Colombian artists live. Here are a few sound bites from the night. There you have it, y'all. My first week in Colombia. Did you like it? How'd y'all feel about it? It was pretty lit. Except Buñuelos, my favorite. Maybe somewhere. But y'all, I'm so tired. So yeah. I didn't get home. I didn't get home until 3:30 in the morning. No, I didn't get home until like 4 a.m. I think 3:30, 4 a.m. something like that. And it was a ball. I had a lot of fun, but I'm sleepy. And that's gonna be the most partying I do in a minute. But yeah, I've officially made it a week in Medellin. I'm so happy. I'm gonna be really sad when I have to leave. I really do love being here. But yeah. See y'all next week.